I'd say it's very satisfying and meaningful, enriching in my life to work with residents, family members, and staff to promote the dignity and quality of their life. It's a program that asks for a commitment of about 4 hours a week to go in and visit with residents, get to know them. I believe it's really effective in advocating for quality of life.
But as an ombudsperson, you are directly advocating for the resident. So oftentimes you're advocating for positions that might not be in the facility's best interest.
It was my first case, actually. It was an elderly couple who had moved from out of state and into the assisted living, and they were having a very hard time getting DSHS to get on board, and it took going to court 3 times.
I would go into somebody's room just to say, and the person would light up. And that, oh, they were so glad to see somebody that was just coming to talk to them and listen to their concerns.
In one of the memory care units I visit, where the care is actually very good, but a family member was really concerned about quality of care for her mom. So we worked together. The daughter lived out of town. We worked while she was living in Arizona and solved some pretty significant problems with the mom's quality of care.
It's true that the resident was not able to swallow coffee safely, but this was a choice that the resident wanted to make, and his spouse was in agreement with that choice, and I went to bat for the resident and said, this is important to the resident for their quality of life.
But I would find out about something that was happening with somebody's health, and I could go and talk to the staff and say, hey, you need to deal with this. And I actually had one, I talked with the person, and I realized that she had a serious thing going on, and I won't go into detail for privacy concerns, but I was able to call the facility and say, hey, this is really serious, and it was.
And when one person trusts you in a community like the assisted living, they're all very close knit. Then the next person, and before I know it, my phone is ringing. And you know what? In my little town, it doesn't take much to get my number. So I didn't have to give it out. I had people calling me. And then that became just like, wow, this is really important. And now I'm like a little bulldog. You could not take this away from me.